Okay, as soon as we clap eyes on all of these words on a Core 1 question, we kind of know this is going to be the question about arithmetic series, and the use of the letters A and D are a bit of a giveaway, because when we set up an arithmetic series we always want to know what A and D are. In this particular case we're just going to have to work with the letters A and D. Okay, so obviously you read everything through, you should look at the pattern of the terms. Okay, it doesn't say it's an arithmetic series, but the fact that we're adding a D and then another D is what justifies that. Okay, we're increasing the daily payment by D every time. So that's really just telling me that I've got an AP. This is going to be important information. Okay, and this is talking about the earnings on the final day. Now, in the arithmetic series question, of course, you've got two formulas in your formula book. One is for UN and one is for SN. And you're expecting to have to use the UN formula and the SN formula and possibly do something else on top, which might involve actually using your intelligence. So the first thing you've got to do is decide whether it's UN, SN or neither of these. So the key words to look for are SN. As something to indicate we've added up all the numbers to this point. So total is a big giveaway word. Now we see the word total for part B. So that's a total. So I think this is going to be an SN. This one here is the amount on the final day. So this is going to be a UN. So in part A, we're going to use the UN formula, so quote it. We can put in values for, well, we're going to have to use the letters A and D. The other letter involved, though, is going to be the letter that refers to the final day. So is that U1 or U2? No, it's going to be a later one. And we're going to use the fact it's a 30-day season. So we know how many terms we've had by the time we get to the final day. So we know the number of that term, so we know the value of N. So use the UN formula with that value of N, leaving A and D in it, and you know this equals 40.75. So this is your equation with A and D in it. Okay. Now this word total for the next bit. So this is the total earnings over all 30 days. So this is going to be a value of SN for that same value of N. Quote the SN formula. Okay, and the answer to the SN formula, this is going to have A's and D's in it, but you're going to be able to put in a number for N, and that's going to equal £1,005. And then between this equation and this equation, okay, you're going to have simultaneous equations in A and D, which we're going to solve to answer part C, the value of A and the value of D, and part B is just in there to show you what this equation looks like after you've simplified it. So the 1005 is still recognizable. This is not directly from the SN formula, but when you put that value for N in and simplify a little bit, then you will be getting something towards this. You probably will actually have to also use your equation for A, rearrange this and substitute this in order to get somewhere with that. Okay, hope that helps. In fact, looking at the form of this, although you're working with A's and D's, there are two forms of the SN formula. You can make both of them work, but because of this 40.75 having cropped up there, and this is the last term, then using the form that uses L and recognizing the payment on the final day will be the L value actually gives you an easier job of setting up an SN formula and turning it into this. As I say, either version of the formula can be made to work.